Hi everyone, Miss Alessandra from the Weston Public Library here, and this is week 2 of Summer Library Adventures. Our theme this week is called Bookish Beasts, or Insects and Bugs. If you signed up for part 2 due of Summer Library Adventures, you were able to pick up our craft kit, which includes 5 crafts for the week. And I'm going to go over what's in your craft kit and how to make each of those crafts. You do have directions inside your bag. It looks like this. It shows you the 5 different crafts and gives you instructions on how to make them. Inside your bag, you should have a baggie like this with pipe cleaners, one like this with jumbo popsicle sticks, googly eyes, and pom-poms. A bag like this with pipe cleaners and a piece of an egg carton. You'll have a cutout of an insect, and then you will have black paper cutouts like this. You will also need a couple of items that are not provided in the kit, like glue or a glue stick, scissors, and crayons, markers, or paint. I'm going to be using colored pencils. And that is everything that you'll need for all of these crafts. So follow along if you want to learn how to make these crafts. Craft number 1 for this week is butterfly rings. And you're going to get this little pouch out of your bag. Inside are some pipe cleaners. You'll have one black, smaller pipe cleaner, and then 2 large pipe cleaners that should be different colors, but about the same shade or colors that go together. And what you're going to do is you're going to take out those 2 long pipe cleaners and decide which finger you want your ring to be for, and put it around your finger like this so that you know how long each side will be to make it even. Then slip it out and start twisting in the middle about 5 times or so, like that. Put it under, and then cross over your finger, and you're going to do the same thing, twisting just a couple times there. I'm going to slip that off so you'll have your ring. And then the next step is to decide which color you want the top part of the butterfly wings and which color you want the bottom part. I'm going to do the top this hot pink color and the bottom this light pink color. So I'm just going to pull them apart. The ones that are pointing towards the camera are going to be the top of the wings. The ones pointing towards me are going to be the bottom. Now I'm going to take my scissors, and the ones that are going to be the bottom, I'm going to snip off about 1 inch of each of those, because I want them to be shorter than the top wings. And then I'm going to start from my top wings, and I'm going to curl down towards the bottom wing, so inward, and just curl it like a spiral towards the bottom. And I'm going to do that with both the hot pink that are going to be the top wings. Okay, so that's the top wings. And then for the bottom wings, I'm going to curl upwards towards the hot pink wing. So I'm just doing some spirals here, both sides, like that. Okay, now I'm just going to bend them so that they look like wings. Basically just bending them upward so it looks like a butterfly. And then you want to make sure that your bottom wing color is tucked under the top wing color, just slightly like that. And then the final part of this is making the butterfly body. What you're going to do is you're going to take your black pipe cleaner, put it underneath into the ring, and then bring one side of that pipe cleaner upward over the butterfly wings, right in the middle where the butterfly's body would be, and twist it into place like that. So now you have a butterfly body. And then you can cut the antenna just a little bit, not too much, just like that. And you want to curl the antenna just slightly to make a butterfly antennae. And this is probably the hardest part, is the curl of the antenna there. And that is your butterfly ring, and you can slip it on your finger, flip it over, and there is my butterfly ring. Craft number 2 for this week is a stick caterpillar. So what you're going to do is inside this bag, you're going to take out one of the jumbo craft sticks. You need the other one for another craft later, so leave that in the bag. And then you need all of the pom-poms that are inside this bag. You should have 6, 5 of one color and 1 of a different color. You'll have 1 brown pipe cleaner like this. And then you want to take out the smallest set of the googly eyes. You have 2 sets of googly eyes in the bag. Take out the smallest set. The other things in this bag you need for a craft for later, so just put those aside. We're going to be working with this. And what we're going to be doing is making a stick caterpillar. The one pom-pom that is a different color than the rest is going to be the caterpillar's head that's going to go at the top of the jumbo popsicle stick. And then you're going to line up the others right behind it. So you'll end up with 6 in a row here. They're all going to get glued onto the popsicle stick. You will have, at the end, some space left. That's fine. This is where you're going to be able to hold your caterpillar if you want to use it as a puppet. And then at that front pom-pom, we're going to glue on the googly eyes right at the front. And the pipe cleaner are going to be the caterpillar antenna. And you're going to cut this in half. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. And those will also get glued right here at the front. So I'm going to go ahead and glue everything together and then show you the finished product. So this is my popsicle stick caterpillar. My antenna did end up being very, very high, so I did cut them a little shorter, but there he is. You can use it as a puppet. And that is the popsicle stick caterpillar. Craft number 3 this week is a Styrofoam Spider. You're going to find the bag that looks like this. Inside you have 2 black pipe cleaners, a sheet of sticker eyeballs, and then a egg carton, 1 single piece of an egg carton. I've gone ahead and I've already done the first step, which was to color this black. I do suggest using markers, crayons, or colored pencils like I have. Don't work as well and don't make it as black as I would want. So I suggest markers or paint, but that's your first step. Color this black whatever way you can. And then the next step is to fold your pipe cleaners in half so that they're even and cut them. And then fold them in half again and cut them. Okay, so that you should have 8 equal size black pipe cleaners. These are going to be your spider legs. And what you're going to do, and you may need your parents' help for this, is you're going to take one end of your pipe cleaner, The face of your spider should be the flat side, but you're going to take one end of your pipe cleaner. It is very pointy, and you're going to stick it right into the styrofoam to make the 8 legs, 4 on one side and 4 on another. And that's really the main step of this. You're going to do that 8 times. So just sticking it through the styrofoam so that it gets stuck in there. And you do want it to hang out like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with each of them. And then when I come back, you'll see my spider and we'll get those eyes on. So this is my spider. I've put all of the pipe cleaners through, and you can see that I've bent them downward once it's in to keep them in place. And now I'm just gonna curve them so that they look like legs. So just simple curve for each leg. Like that. And then you guys were given 5 eyes because spiders have many, many eyes. So I wanted you to be able to be as creative as you can and put eyes all over the spider's body. So you can use these stick-ons, or you can use some more markers, or if you have white crayons and you used markers to paint your egg carton, you can use the white crayons on the black marker to make eyes all over. I'm just gonna do these stick-on eyes, and like I said, I'm gonna put them all over the spider, as spiders have many legs and many eyes. And that is my styrofoam spider. So it's a styrofoam spider because some of you have styrofoam egg cartons and some of you have cardboard. So that's why it's called styrofoam spider, even though some of you might not have a styrofoam egg carton. So that is it. Craft number 4 is a very simple craft, but you can get as creative as you would like with it. Everybody got a insect cutout. They're all different. Mine just happens to be a caterpillar or a worm. You might have a beetle or a ladybug or a dragonfly. So you can go ahead and color it. You can put stickers on it, whatever you would like to make your creation. I'm just going to go ahead and color it and show you the finished product. Everybody's will be different depending on what insect cutout you got. It's just a giant insect. So I've gone ahead and just put some polka dots on my caterpillar for my giant insect craft. Craft number 5 is called Walking Ants, and you're going to need the set of materials that are paper clipped together. It should be all black paper strips, as well as what's left in this baggie from when we did the caterpillar. There should be a jumbo craft stick and 2 larger size googly eyes. So you're going to take those out. You will also need glue for this project. And I'm going to go through all the pieces that you will have. You'll have 2 short black strips. You'll have, I believe, 6 long black strips that are skinny. And then, even though these look like they're the same size, they're not. You're gonna have 4 different, slightly different rectangles in black, from largest, medium, and then it gets slightly smaller to the smallest, okay? So those are all of the black papers that you're going to need. The biggest black piece is going to go right onto our jumbo popsicle stick, and you're going to leave just a little bit of that popsicle stick out as a handle, and this is how you're going to be able to walk your ant. So go ahead and glue that down. just like that. And that's going to be the base for the rest of our project. You're then going to use these 3 rectangles. You'll have the largest one, the medium one, and the smallest one. The largest one is going to be the back, and we're going to make circles of all of these. So you're going to make a cylinder by just folding each side to meet and then gluing them. And you're going to do that with each of these 3 large rectangles. So go ahead and do that. Just make them cylinders, glue them together so that you have 3 separate cylinders in different sizes. Okay, so I have my 3 cylinders here, my largest, medium, and small. And these are going to be the parts of our ant's body. The largest one is going to be in the back. The smallest one is going to end up in the middle, and the medium-sized one is actually the head. And you're going to line them up and glue them just like this onto your black paper. Starting at the very front, you want it to hang off a bit of the front of the base, and that's where you'll start gluing. You'll end up with a lot back here, and that's okay. Like I said, this is how you're going to be able to walk your ant. So this part you're going to be putting your hand on, and obviously you see that the base edges are shown. We're going to cut those off later. So go ahead, glue from the medium, small, large cylinder in that order, starting at the beginning. So I have glued on my 3 cylinders. It's kind of floppy right now, and that's okay because that's how we want to be able to walk our ant later. So we're going to go ahead and trim the sides now that our cylinder's on. You want those sides to be as close to the edge of your cylinders as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead. One of my cylinders popped off, so I'm going to have to re-glue it a little more. More glue here. Glue them back on the front. Just hold them down. And it looks like I'm going to have to trim the front just a little bit as well. Again, you do want it to hang off so you're not really seeing the bottom, the base. So just trim all around wherever you see the base. That is not glued to the cylinder or to the popsicle stick. So it should be something like that for right now. And the next step is that we are going to be putting the ant legs on. So you should have 6 of these long strips. What you're going to do is you're going to fold them in half. You'll do this with each of them. Fold them in half. And then on one of those half folds, you're going to just fold the bottom maybe about 1/2 inch to make the little feet. So this is going to be a leg, and we're going to be gluing them in like this, and you're going to make little feet. So you're going to bend all of them to look like that, and then we're going to go ahead and glue them starting from the thorax of the ant, which is the middle, and go to the back of the ant, which is that big cylinder that you saw. Okay, and each side is going to have 3 legs. Okay, so fold them and then glue them right inside, just like this, inside those cylinders. So I've put my legs of my ant on. You can see he's able to walk now. I folded him to have some little feet. And we're going to finish up by giving him his antenna and his eyes. So you should have these 2 little black strips left. What you're going to do is you're going to basically do what we did with the legs, where you're going to fold it in half and then make a fold at the bottom, just like that. And then you're also going to make another little fold so that you can glue this down. So you want it to end up looking like this. Can you see that? So I folded the bottom just a little bit so that I would have something to glue down. So again, fold it in half, same way we did the feet, and then a little part of the bottom and another little piece at the top so that they will point outward like this. And you're going to glue those on. So I'm going to do that right now so that you can see the bends and folds of my ant's antenna. I think I put enough glue there. I put that guy backwards. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just show that up close. You see his antenna bending. And then you're going to take the googly eyes. Obviously, we know that is his head. And we're going to glue on the googly eyes. And if you have a white crayon or white colored pencil or even some white paint, now's the time to take that out because we are using black paper. That's going to be the best choice for drawing on the mouth. I do not have white, but I'm gonna try yellow and see if I can get the mouth on. I'm just gonna do a little smiley face. Yeah, it seems to work. It's bright enough. So you can see his face there. And then, like I said, he's like a little puppet. And you use that handle, curl his feet again. Use that handle for him to kind of walk. It's a little heavy, but you can have him walk. And that is your walking ant. I hope you had fun with week 2 insects and bugs, or bookish beasts, and these crafts that we did. Your butterfly ring, your popsicle caterpillar puppet, your giant insect cutout, your styrofoam spider, and of course your walking ant. And I will see you next week.